guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video planned for you guys that I'm really excited about. I've been slowly trying out so many new skincare products and I finally have a regimen that I'm really happy with. So we're going to be chatting like AM and PM skincare, what products I use, what I recommend, and kind of what things you might want to think about if you are looking to put together your own skincare routine. So why don't we start out with morning skincare, because that's where our day always begins. So I am usually a morning showerer, which means I normally wash my face in the shower. And the thing that has been living in there with me most recently is the DMAE Anti-Wrinkle Cleanser with vitamin A and glycolic acid. DMAE just totally rebranded their whole line, so this is what all their new packaging looks like. The old cleanser had packaging that looked purple, sort of like the eye cream we're going to talk about in a little bit. So do not fret, the formulation I believe is the same. So if the one you see in the store doesn't look like this, they might just not have gotten the updated packaging yet. But the reason why I love this cleanser for the mornings is because it's very gentle. It's not like really super harsh or foamy. It doesn't strip my skin. It just gets it feeling nice and clean and fresh for the day. And it does have a very gentle exfoliant in it, which is glycolic acid, so it just helps to keep that cell turnover process moving very smoothly. So when I get out of the shower, I honestly right now don't usually use a toner in the morning. And if you have any recommendations of toners or essences I should try, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Usually I just go straight to moisturizer. The moisturizer that I've been really loving right now is by the brand Pure. This is their Blue Lotus Balancing Moisturizer. And this is so great for my combination skin. So right now it is like winter into spring, so I tend to get very oily in the T-zone but still kind of dry in my cheeks. And just like the name suggests on this is a balancing moisturizer. So it does definitely provide enough hydration to my cheeks so that makeup and everything goes on really flawlessly on top of it, but it's not so heavy that it makes my oily areas more oily or greasy. The only thing about using this as a daytime moisturizer, I will say, is it does not have SPF in it, which I actually like using a separate SPF on top of my moisturizer anyway, but just as an FYI, if you are going to use this, just know you are going to need additional sun protection on top of that. Now, when I come home from work at the end of the day, usually my skincare routine is kind of like a two-step process for me, or maybe more like a multiple-step process, because I don't usually do my actual full skincare routine until like I'm ready to literally get into bed. But sometimes when I come home from work, I just want to take my makeup off. I've been wearing it since 7:30 in the morning. It's now like 6:30 at night, and I'm just kind of over it. I'm gonna be home in my sweatpants anyway, not trying to impress anybody, so I just kind of like want to get that makeup off my face, let my skin breathe a little bit. So that's where I really love using cleansing wipes. Like these ones are from Promise Organic. They're their Nourishing Coconut Facial Towelettes with chamomile. Normally I'm like all about the simple micellar wipes. Those have been like my favorite from the drugstore, but these are new to me. I've been trying them out and I actually really like these a lot. They do a really good job of getting your makeup off and they smell like coconuts, which is so lovely. So if you're into that kind of thing, you will definitely like these a lot. So when it comes to bedtime cleansers, probably my favorite for days where I'm wearing makeup is the Earle Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. If you've never tried this before, this thing is amazing. So if I skip out on this step and I'm just gonna go straight in and take off all my makeup, this cleanser will literally break everything down. You use it on dry skin, so you don't wet your face first, which is a little weird. It was something that I definitely had to get used to. And it's a very thick cream, and you basically massage it into your skin. It breaks down all the makeup, all the dirt, all the oil, and everything. And then you go in with a muslin cloth that you've run under warm water, and then you just massage it off with the cloth. And it is fantastic. It has so many really good for you ingredients, and it just gets your face so clean without ever leaving it stripped or tight or dry. One of the things that I learned that like totally changed my skincare was that being someone with oily skin, a lot of products that are marketed towards you tend to be very harsh. They use like harsh soaps and surfactants and things that like totally suck all of the oil out of your skin. And right after you wash your face, like if you've noticed, your skin feels like super tight and dry, and like when you run your fingers over it, it's like almost like paper. It's just so dry. That point, your skin is like overly dried. And if you don't moisturize or do something to like hydrate your skin and get it back in balance, it's gonna crank out even more oil, which kind of gets you stuck in this cycle. And then you sort of feel like you need these, you know, oil controlling products because your skin is so oily when really you're just making the problem worse. So do not be afraid of really, really hydrating thick cleansers like this one, or a cleansing oil if you have oily skin. It's not going to make your skin more oily. If anything, it'll kind of help you get it back in balance by not stripping your skin of all its moisture and encouraging it to make and produce more oil. If I am not wearing any makeup, or I took my makeup off already with my face wipes, I'll either go back in with my DMAE cleanser, or I also have really been liking the Pure Blue Lotus cleansing milk. That one is really lovely. They're both very nice, gentle cleansers, but they're not as great for makeup removal as the Earle one is, I find. So I usually will only use those after I've already taken my makeup off with something else. So sometimes your girl here wears some pretty intense eye makeup, and no matter how great my cleanser is, there's still some like residual mascara or, you know, product just around my eyes. So if that's the case, I like to go in with some micellar water and like a cotton pad just to get that residual makeup off. My favorite micellar water right now is the simple cleansing micellar water. This one does not irritate my eyes at all, and it does a fantastic job of like getting rid of any residual makeup. You could also go in with this as a first step to removing your makeup. If you had, like, let's say you just wanted to get like the DMAE cleanser and you didn't want to also have the Earle and have something separate to wash your face with at the sink, you could go in with a cleanser like this to remove your makeup first, and then go in as like a second step cleanse with a gentle cleanser, and your skin will be looking beautifully clean and won't have any like makeup or anything left on it. Now, an extra step that I've kind of incorporated more recently into my skincare routine is a physical exfoliant, but a very, very mild one. So when it comes to exfoliation, basically what you're doing is removing the top layer of dead skin from the surface of your face as new skin is sort of like growing up and pushing those layers forward. And it just kind of helps to keep your skin from looking really dull and tired, because when you build up too much of those dead skin cells, they can clog your pores, they can make your skin look rough or dull or just sort of generally blah. But the only thing is that some physical exfoliants are very harsh, and they have very like jagged edges and things that can actually tear up the surface of your skin and not just remove the dead cells. They can actually damage the healthy cells underneath. So you have to be really careful about physical exfoliants, that you're not using things that are too irritating for your skin. Furthermore, like chemical exfoliants, something like glycolic acid, they sort of dissolve away the dead skin. But because there's no more now like protective layer over your healthy new skin, it can be more sensitive to sunlight, which is why everyone says you should really, really wear sunscreen during the day if you're using chemical exfoliants, because they make your skin more photosensitive, and skin cancer ain't no joke. So what I've been doing is like maybe every other night after I do my regular cleanser, I go in with this Dermalogica Daily Superfoliant. So this is a very gentle charcoal based cleanser. It has a little bit of scrubbiness to it, but it's not very intense at all. You basically just pour it into your hand. It's a powder in here. You activate it with water, you massage it onto your skin, and it just very gently exfoliates. So I feel like for me, especially because my skin is oily, sometimes those dead skin cells kind of get like stuck onto my skin and trapped. So I need extra exfoliation to keep things going. Otherwise, my pores get really clogged. So this has just been a nice thing to add to my nightly skincare routine. I might build up to using it every night, but for now it's maybe about every other. Then at nighttime, I like to use a more intensive moisturizer for my skin, just to kind of help it to repair and renew itself while I sleep. And since I'm not going to be wearing any makeup, I don't mind if it's a little bit thicker or heavier in texture, because I'm not going to be applying anything on top of it. Probably the thickest and like richest night cream that I have is by DMAE. This one is their Hydrating night cream. This one smells so good. It's like kind of a little bit fruity almost, and this has a very, very thick texture. It almost leaves your skin feeling tacky, which is a little bit weird, but if you don't mind the sensation, this is like super, super nourishing and hydrating. If you have very dry skin, I think you will like this a lot. This is something I only really need to use maybe once or twice a week, especially if my skin is feeling extra dried out or tired. But every single night, I don't necessarily need this intensive of moisturization. My middle of the road normal option is this Promise Organic Nourishing coconut milk facial cream with mango. I really like this stuff a lot. This is more of a traditional night cream. Like, it's definitely a creamy texture, but it's not as thick. It doesn't leave your skin as sticky. It has a little more slip to it than the DMAE one. This one, again, smells like coconuts, so if you do not like the smell of coconuts, you probably will not like this, but I really enjoy it. And this is made with 100% natural ingredients, which is awesome. So if you are a fan of green beauty, I definitely would recommend checking out the Promise Organic brand. They are sold exclusively at CVS. And then something that is newer to me that I've been trying to get more into and actually been really enjoying is using a beauty oil at nighttime. And you would think like putting an oil on your skin would be super greasy, but actually some of them can be way more lightweight feeling than a moisturizer. And the one that I am like head over heels in love with right now is by Best Damn Beauty. This is their Best Damn Beauty Oil. This smells exactly like the lip mask. It's like super fruity and delicious, and it just sinks into your skin so nicely. When I wake up in the morning after I've used this, my skin does not feel greasy at all. It feels silky smooth, but like almost like in a matte way. It's weird. My skin feels so nice after I use this. Now, if you've never used a beauty oil, basically all you do, this is like a bottle with a dropper. You just drop a couple of drops out into your hand. You rub your hands together, and then you can just press it into your skin, massage it in a little bit, and you're good to go. You could also take a drop and like add it into your foundation if you needed to add some moisturization to it, thin it out a little bit. It's really, really great for that. And then of course, something I've been trying to be better about is using a night cream, especially every night before I go to bed, because as much as I don't want to admit it, I am about to be 30 this year. I have less than 6 months to go, and I really would like to prevent my eyes from getting fine lines and wrinkles and things like that. So one of the best things to do is to moisturize that area. The skin around your eyes is very, very delicate. It doesn't have oil glands of its own, so you definitely want to make sure you keep that area hydrated to prevent signs of aging. So lately I have been using this DermaE Firming DMAE Eye Lift, which I do like. I don't know if I've noticed anything really amazing about it, but it is a very hydrating eye cream. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy. I don't feel like it irritates my eyes or anything like that. If you guys have like a miracle eye cream that you love, definitely let me know about it in the comments down below, because it's something I'm definitely still exploring and like trying out different options of. So when it comes to like going above and beyond in your skincare routine, beyond just like normal cleansing and moisturizing, there are a few things that I do really enjoy. Now, the first of them are serums. So I do like to incorporate a serum into my skincare routine, especially at nighttime before I go to bed. Sometimes if it's like a really thick moisturizing serum, I won't even moisturize on top of it. I'll just use the serum. One that I've been super into lately is this H2O Plus Beauty Waterbright Illuminating Serum. This one is like pearlescent and really pretty, and this is just great for brightening the skin and also reducing dark spots and evening out your skin tone. So I do suffer from breakouts. My skin is definitely way more clear than it has ever been previously in my life, and I attribute a lot of that to using good skincare and having a routine that works for me. But I do still get the occasional pimple, especially around that time of the month. My acne is definitely more hormonally caused. So if I do get a pimple, the thing that I reach for is tea tree oil. This is from the Body Shop. This is my favorite spot treatment for acne. I'll just pour a little of this out and dab it on wherever I have a pimple. And then once the blemish actually clears up, a lot of times it does leave a mark that will last a really long time. And that's where a serum like this is so great, because it really helps to fade the appearance of those acne spots faster. So these two things together have definitely been a lifesaver as somebody who does suffer from occasional breakouts. And then there is sort of like my weekly skincare, the stuff that I like to use on the weekends when I have time to pamper myself, or if I take a day off during the week. I just want to have a little bit more time to pay attention to my skin. These are things that I find tremendously helpful, because as much as using a great cleanser and moisturizer every day will definitely improve the look of your skin overall, incorporating in masks or treatments once or twice a week makes a huge overall difference in just keeping your skin looking its best. So perhaps like the newest trendy thing that I'm really into right now is sheet masking. This is something that has kind of taken the beauty world by storm. Korean beauty brands were all about sheet masking, and now here in America we're like all crazy into this. Basically, a sheet mask is essentially what it sounds like. It is a sheet of fiber, biocellulose, cotton. They're made out of a whole bunch of different stuff that are soaked in like a really intensive hydrating serum, and then you just lay it all over your face. You hang out for like 20 minutes, you peel it off, You massage the serum in and you're good to go. You don't have to rinse them off, you don't have to do anything else special, and they're really great if you need like intense hydration for your skin. So probably two of my favorite brands for sheet masks right now are Leaders. They make these 7 Wonders sheet masks. These are amazing. They're really, really super thin and comfortable on your skin, but they work so well, and they are made with biocellulose, so like they're really good to help your skin absorb all of the nutrients and like good ingredients in the masks themselves even more than like a cotton mask would. Probably one of my favorite is the pore minimizing mask, which I don't have here because I used up my last one, but I also like the Amazon Acai anti-pollution mask and this Kalahari Melon moisturizing mask. They're both really good. I also really like the Pure Lisse, Blue Lotus, and Seaweed treatment sheet masks. These ones, the Seaweed ones, are really great if you have oily to combo skin. They also have the white tea ones, which are really good if you have drier skin because they're extra hydrating. But these are really thick and luxurious, and my skin looks so plumped after I use one of these. I feel like sheet masks are the ultimate, like if you went out, like you were drinking, partying, having a good time, the next morning if your skin looks really dehydrated and parched, just slap one of these sheet masks on and you will like look like a whole new person. And then I also really like to use clay masks for the times when I need to really detoxify my skin or my pores are looking a little bit more clogged and I need that sort of extra exfoliation, detoxification going on. So both of these are actually really affordable brands. The first one is Formula 1006. This is their Pores Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask with strawberry and yarrow. This smells so fruity and yummy, and it does a great job of cleaning out my pores without stripping my skin. You put it on, especially if like your skin's really sensitive or dry, then just put it on the areas where you need it. Or if your skin is oily and crazy like mine, you could use it all over your face. You leave it on until it dries, which takes about 10 minutes, and then just wipe it off and your skin feels so smooth. And then the other one is this L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. This one is the Purify and Mattify version, which has eucalyptus, so it smells like a spa, and it just, again, leaves your skin feeling super silky and soft, and it just kind of gets all the gunk out of your pores. Like you can see as the mask dries, the oil in your pores like being absorbed into the mask. It's crazy. So definitely love using those at least maybe about once a week. So I'll kind of alternate, like days I might use a sheet mask and then like 2 days later I'll use a mud mask, kind of going back and forth, balancing between detoxifying my skin and hydrating my skin. And then like if my nose is looking especially clogged, I really love pore strips. The down to the pore ones from Formula 1006 are like currently my favorite. These things just pull all of the gunk out of your nose. It is so gross, but it is so satisfying. If you've never tried one of these things before, like go out and do it. They're just a lot of fun. It's a little uncomfortable pulling the strip off. Like it definitely sticks to your skin, so it can be a little painful, but not crazy painful. And I've never had a problem with them like ripping my skin off or anything like that. And then last but not least of all of the products, the one thing that I always like to tell people not to forget about is your lips. They are still on your face, even though we mostly think about putting makeup on them. Lip balm is definitely an important part of a skincare routine. I have a lot of lip balms that I've been obsessed with lately, but the one that I like to keep on my purse all the time is the Agave lip balm from Bite Beauty. They make the Agave lip mask, which is amazing. That's something I love putting on my lips at nighttime, but this is just so nice because it is basically in a stick form, so it's so easy to use on the go and keep in your purse. I don't know where I put it, but it's somewhere in my house. I'm really into the Best Damn Beauty lip mask. That is incredible, especially for nighttime. I just will slather that all over my lips, and it's so good. It smells amazing, and it makes your lips so hydrated. I talked about that also, my favorite favorites, so definitely a good one to keep an eye out for. So those are all of my skincare favorites. That's kind of what my routine looks like on a daily, weekly basis. If you guys have any questions or are looking for recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'd be so happy to help you out. And if you enjoy skincare or a skincare junkie as much as me, definitely make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you click that subscribe button before you go. I post new videos every Monday and Friday. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you in Monday's video. Bye.